Good morning. So got my coffee, got my bowl of porridge. Typically this is how I start the day most days. Big bowl of porridge is great fuel for training, and a nice little caffeine hit with the coffee as well to get me going for the day. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, and then I'll let you know what we're up to for the rest of the day. So as you've just seen, had my breakfast and my coffee, so I'm feeling a little bit more awake now. But the plan for today is we're going to firstly go for a little spin on the bike, and then I'm going to come back, answer some of your questions that I've had over the last couple of weeks of lockdown on why I started a YouTube channel, why I started making videos, and a few other things, cycling related and non-cycling related. But if you haven't already seen some of the other videos that I've done during the lockdown, you can check them out just up there. Is it there? Or is it there? I can't actually remember. I'm not experienced enough yet to know all these tricks, but I'm pretty sure it's up there. So I'll put the link there so you can check those other videos out. But yeah, let's go for a bike ride, and then we'll get to that a bit later on. So as we all know, the weather's not been fantastic over the last week or so. This is probably the first road ride I'm going to do in about 4 or 5 days. I've been spending most of my time on the turbo. We're going to do a short ride today. Looks like it's raining out there, so I don't know how much filming I'll get done, but I think this video is more focused on being a bit more chatty, talking to you guys a little bit more, and getting to know me a little bit more, on why I'm actually doing the videos and what I've got lined up for the next couple of weeks. I've got some good things planned with some of my channel partners, so stay tuned for them, and look forward to showing you some more adventurous videos soon. As always, let me know what you want to see in the comments below, and I'll try and bring them to the channel. But at the moment we've got some cool things lined up, so yeah, stay tuned for them. So because the weather's so awful today, we've gone back to full winter kit. So we've got a long sleeve jacket, gilet, rain cape, gloves, nice warm winter base layer. The buff, that's also max protection as well. And the aero helmet to keep the rain out. Let's get kitted up and get going. It's not raining for the first time all morning, which is nice. So we're just going to head up to Lyme Park this morning. A nice little hour-and-a-half loop roughly. Just spin the legs. Pretty much a recovery day today. So I'm just coming up to a little section that I've wanted to show you guys for a while actually. It's basically like a 5-tier step up to a bridge that crosses the dual carriageway. I always stop and have a little mess around on this little section, so see what you think of this. So I was just coming up here, this nice little quiet road into the back of Lyme Park. no one about, and then I spotted these boys over here. So you can just see them there. Big bulls, big horns. So don't think I'm going to go any further, and I might find another route round into Lion Park, because I don't want to mess with those boys. So if they chase me, I might be quick, but I don't think I'm that quick. So I'm just going to throw a U-bolt and then see how else we can get around to Lion Park from here. I think I'm going to go this way instead. So oh, he's got the cough. So yeah, you alright, lad? That's not a bad view then, is it? Lovely. Very nice. I think the main part of Lion Park is just over this hill. So I think the grass tracking has been a success. So I just had a quick stop here at the top of Lion Park, just to enjoy the view really, and take 5 minutes to myself. But I can see a big rain cloud in the distance there, so I think it's time for me to head back home and make sure I stay dry, so I'll see you there. Oh dear, what are these guys up to? Out of there!
So thankfully I didn't get too wet on the way back there, but it seemed to rain for the rest of the afternoon, so I seemed to time that pretty well this morning. I've not really been up to too much this afternoon, just sorting some admin and other bits and bobs out. Nothing too exciting, but that's it's not a problem when it's raining outside anyway. So it's about time to head down and make some dinner now. I'm making spaghetti and meatballs tonight. I'll throw you the recipe and that in the description. You probably won't want it, but yeah, it's going to be a masterclass. So yeah, come and join me for spaghetti and meatball masterclass now. So we've got the sauce boiling up here nicely. 2 tins of tomatoes, 4 cloves of garlic and an onion in there with some salt, pepper. Got the meatballs, homemade, and then we're waiting for the water to boil for the spaghetti, and then we're going to oven bake that. School dinners.
So I just finished my spaghetti and meatballs for tea there, and now I'm going to chill out with a coffee and answer some of your questions. So I've got a few here that have kind of been put to me over the last couple of weeks, and also on my Instagram last night I posted to see if you guys had any more, so I've got a few from there as well, so I'll do my best to answer them now. So these are in no particular order, I'm just going to answer them as I've written them down on my phone. So the first of which is, why did I actually start a YouTube channel and making videos? So I'd done a little bit of making videos before, but I'd only been able to edit them really on the GoPro app on my phone, which wasn't really very good. It took a lot of time to edit the videos and get them back out. It wasn't the best editing software either. So yeah, I've kind of decided to learn a bit of a new skill in the lockdown, as well as start to make the videos again, and I've actually got myself a decent video editing platform, so I'm able to edit the videos a bit quicker and more efficiently on, and it's also been a good way for me to keep busy as well. Another question I've had a couple of times is actually, when did I first start riding a bike? So I first started riding a bike when I was about 3, just around my local estate, and as I grew up I really enjoyed it. It kind of helped me relieve or get rid of a lot of excess energy that I had in my youth when I was going to school. As some people may know, I had way too much energy that I knew what to do with, so that was a good way for me to kind of get out all that energy, and I just enjoyed it ever since, really, racing BMX from about the age of 4 to 5, so that's when it all started, and here we are now. The next question is the best place that I've ever ridden. It's a pretty hard one. I always like riding at home on the Isle of Man, but I've had the opportunity to ride in some pretty special places. A few that stand out last year were on the Gold Coast in Australia. That wasn't last year, 2 years ago now. Last year as well, I got the opportunity to ride in Poland, which was pretty cool actually. Some of the mountains there are really quite stunning. And then also I enjoy riding in Belgium and other countries, so it's hard to really put a finger on one, but let's just say I enjoy riding my bike across the world, and yeah, I am really lucky to have the opportunity to do that as well. Another question I got on my Instagram last night as well was what's my favourite beer? So linking back to Belgium there, I'd have to say, and my Belgian friends will know this, that my favourite beer is a Westmalle Double. So whenever I go to Belgium, I definitely have one of them, and it links back with a lot of good memories as well of when I lived there, and with a lot of my friends over there as well. So I'll go with the Westmalle Double, and I hope to be able to have one soon, maybe at the end of this year. Another question I got on my Instagram last night was actually asking for a bit of a reaction to the British cycling announcement, which happened on Friday, with the news of the cancellation of the National Championships and the National Road Series. Firstly, it's disappointing not to have the National Championships or any Road Series this year, because obviously they're a big target in a lot of our calendar, especially for our team as well. But I think it's probably the right decision in terms at the moment. You don't want to kind of rush back into things when obviously the state of the situation in Britain is a lot different to in Europe at the moment. So yeah, probably the right decision. Disappointing, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get some races in at the end of the year, whether that be in the UK or Europe. I'm definitely keen to get a few races in. Then from there we'll kind of look towards 2021 and build on this year and hopefully have a great season in 2021. This one isn't really a question, but I've had a lot of comments and more requests from people here in Cheshire to stop taking their KOMs. So I'm sorry about taking your KOMs, but it's kind of it's added a little bit of structure to my lockdown routine, and I've enjoyed kind of going out and discovering the local segments. But yeah, I've been enjoying getting to know the local area here while I've been off the Isle of Man, and yeah, hopefully soon I'll be able to race against people in real life and rather than on Strava. I've also had a few people asking me that if I'm going to race cyclocross again this year. At the moment, obviously with a lot of uncertainty of whether there's actually going to be a national series or not, I don't actually know. I would like to race cyclocross again this year because I really enjoyed last year, but yeah, hopefully we can get the road season on the go first, and then we'll see about cyclocross a little bit later in the year. I've also been asked what my favourite race is, or what race I'm looking forward to the most when I return. Probably in the UK, I'd have to say the Rutland Melton Cycle Classic. That's always a really fun race to ride with the added element of the off-road sectors. And yeah, I just have a good connection with that race as well. I've got some good memories there with some good friends. But to be honest, at the moment I'd take any race to return, and yeah, just get stuck in really and enjoy the feeling of being back in the bunch and yeah, racing my bike. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and I've been able to answer some of your questions today. But if you have any more, then feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them within the next couple of videos. As I said a little earlier, I've got some exciting things planned for the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for them and make sure you subscribe not to miss those. The next video I've got planned is actually going to be in the south of England, so I hope you'll join me for that. Don't forget to check out my Instagram for a few more details on what I'll be up to next week. But yeah, thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.